Hey Journey Church, good morning, and I pray that you had an amazing Memorial Weekend, just remembering why we actually honor that weekend just by those who have gone before us and sacrificed their lives. And we were talking about sacrifice yesterday, and so today as we wrap up our Journey Online devotions, I think it's just kind of not humorous, but interesting that the first verse we pretty much started with, which was 2 Timothy 1:7, that the Lord has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline, is the verse that we're going to end with. Only I wanted to give you kind of a fresh perspective. So we went into this coronavirus, this COVID-19, with the idea of the fear of the unknown, and what does that look like, and how are we going to endure? And we're coming out on the other side of that. Church services are resuming. People are going back to work. I pray that it was nothing as bad as you maybe thought it was going to be. I know it was nothing near what I thought it was going to be, but yet at the same time, it was the verses of the promises of God that continue to keep us through, just knowing that God was in charge and bigger than all of this, that He already gone before us and knew that this was happening and made these promises to where it was bigger than what we could handle, but it was enough that through Him it was sufficient, that His grace was sufficient, that His promises endured. And so as I leave you with the Journey Devotions online. So we have 2 Timothy 1:7, as we just kind of stated, that the Lord is not not to give us a spirit of fear, but of love, and self-discipline. But at the same time, though, on the other side of that, you can look at it as in, this is what I don't have to do. But actually, when you do that, when you don't have a spirit of fear, when you have a spirit of power, love, and self-discipline, then you have contagious courage. What happens is that people have that fear and they hear those promises and they hear that Bible verse and they really may not know how to live that out. But when we live that out, saying, I'm just going to give this to the Lord, then all of a sudden that courage becomes contagious. It's kind of those humorous videos where people just start laughing and you don't know what they're laughing about, but because their laughter is so contagious, we start laughing, and there's just that joy and that harmony within one another. And so it's the same thing with not having a spirit of fear. It's just that when you do that and I apply it and the church represents that and reflects the power of God, then people begin to say, hey, whatever it is that they have, I want that. I want to be able to live in that kind of freedom and that kind of joy. So today, as you are not having a spirit of fear, but of power and love and self-discipline, remember that is incredibly not only courageous, but is contagious. And that is the best way to introduce people into a relationship with the Lord, is to simply plant a seed by reflecting who He is and what He's all about. So this has been an incredible journey. Our Wednesday night services kick off tomorrow at 6 p.m. It's going to be in the sanctuary. You should come. You should pray. It's going to be just prayer and worship, a chance to get back into the building. Wear your mask, but don't let anything keep you from the church tomorrow night. We're very excited to have you back. And then our services starting this Sunday, May 31st, 9:15 a.m. for families without kids and 10:45 for families with kids. It's going to be amazing. So be courageous. Let it be contagious. Be blessed.